Okay, we're live. I'm gonna wait a little bit. Give it a bit. Okay. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Kotsko's Corner. We're gonna discuss last week's BWBL action and preview week 2. So, my team played first. We lost 5 Locos, defeated the False Idols 13-3 in game 1. Augie George hit a grand slam in the first inning. He struck out 10 in 4 innings to get the win. And then the Idols got the split with a 12-0 victory in 4 innings. Brett Glady struck out 11 in 4 innings in the 4-inning victory. Tom Hannon hit a 3-run home run and drove in 6 in the win. Both teams are 1-1. Going to be interesting. Then we got next up, we got the Kings defeated 5-7-0, 21-0. Steve Dotzel threw 2 perfect innings. He struck out 5, while he went 4 for 4 with 4 RBIs. Impressive. I actually more think he should have gotten Player of the Week, but that's just me. And then in the second game, the Kings completed the sweep with a 10-3 victory. Alex Fashilo homered, drove in 3. He also struck out 10 in the on the mound. In what I was calling, I called it. It's the series of I call the series of the week. RK defeated Scared Hitless 8-1. Jackson Amend drove in 3 runs while striking out 10 on the mound to get the win. And in an instant classic, Scared Hitless defeated RK 2-1 in extra innings. It was an 8-inning victory. Nick Pugh struck out 18, and Jonathan Fernandez hit a walk-off single. Teddy Krause had a really good game on the mound as well. He struck out 20. That's just, in my opinion, like, that's something I would not have saw. Like, I saw 20, I'm like, whoa. And in the final series of the day, Bases Loaded defeated the Jenkins Owls 10-9 on a walk-off double by Mike White that scored 3 runs. And then in the last game of the day, Bases Loaded overcame a 13-3 deficit to win 20-13. Steve Holmza hit 2 home runs and drove in 8, and he also got the win on the mound. So that was all of your week 1 highlights. So we go into the week 2 matchups. We got on our first game, we got RK and Jenkins Owls. I can very easily say that I think RK is definitely going to sweep this one. I would be very shocked if the Owls got a win. I don't know how long the innings will go. I don't know how long. The question is how many innings those games will go. But I will definitely go with an RK sweep there. In our next matchup. So I'm glitching. How am I glitching? Okay. You guys can hear me. Just trying to see if I can be heard because I'm glitching now because I'm like freezing. So, okay. Why am I freezing? Just gonna wait till I stop freezing. Okay, I still am not moving. Can you hear me though? Can I be heard though? Am I heard though? All right. So, next up, we got the Kings versus Bases Loaded. It's a matchup of undefeated teams. The only two undefeated teams left. I can see very easily. Well, I think the Kings will definitely get the win. Will get the sweep in this one. I just. I don't know. I just see that Kings will probably go stay undefeated. And then we got the 570 and 5 Locos. I just see I see like I will say it right away. I think I did see a lot out of 570 this past week. Like I did like Sliker a little bit. I did like Sliker on the mound last week. I mean, he had like 2 bad innings really. I didn't really like. It's crazy. Like thought about him. Like, oh right, he looked good. He actually did look good on the mound. He had a rough first inning, but he was also new at it, so understandable. 5 Locos. I do see them if they have their full team. I really think this is a sweep. I think regardless, I think this is a sweep for 5 Locos. But yeah. So we got our final. This is what I call the series of the week. This is probably the best series. Like this is because this is just a huge rivalry, and this was a matchup of the 2022 BWBL Championship Series last year. It's Scared Hitless False Idols. Now, there's a lot to discuss on this one. I'll discuss on this one. So, you got you got Dave Brigido and Mike Cinti going up against their former teammates. You got possibly like some of the best pitchers in this game. Like you got 3 good. Like you have Nick, you have Brett, you have Mike Cinti. If Mike Cinti's on, this is a tough one to really determine. It really depends on pitching matchups. But I would really have to say, like, saying split is easy. Saying split would be easy. I would like to say, like, bias aside, all bias aside, I would love to say false idol sweep. I would like to say false idol sweep. But I think a split is logical here. I don't see. It just really depends on the pitching matchups because I wouldn't be if Mike's on. He will very easily get that one. I think a sweep can very easily happen. But I wouldn't be at all surprised. Like I just would not. I see a split being more logical here. So that's their matchups. I got RK sweep, King sweep, 5 Loco sweep, and a Scared Hitless Idols split. So that's all of that. So I haven't really thought about like much, but I did see. So just talking a little bit more. I do know Maw's having their Maryland tournament this weekend. Dinos ended up with, I believe, if I'm correct, the Long Balls, York Yaks, and the Dragons. So that'll be an interesting. I know they want to have Brett. So that'll be an interesting one. I know just going to be, I'm looking forward to just watching that one. Well, with that being said, I'm signing out. Enjoy the games today. Enjoy the warm weather, and happy Memorial Day.